Spirit Tarot Life Coach, bringing you your weekly for April 24th through the 1st of May. Hey, I made a mistake last week, guys. Thank you for not treating me too coldly. However, big hugs, lots of love, fam. Welcome back. Tossle of the main and a pat on the booty, guys. I love me some fire signs, because I'm a fire sign too. Woohoo! Alright, guys, this is going to be a general read about the Pluto Retrograde. And if you're new to my channel, big hugs, welcome, and hope you decide to be a part of the fam. Alright, guys, we are going to focus on what Pluto is going to be doing for the next few months. Now, this officially happened on April 20th, and it's going to continue all the way until September 28th. So get ready, fire signs. Get ready for the most unpredictable planet there is. And yes, I'm still calling it a planet because I'm old school, all right? And it is going to be in the sign of Capricorn, the most responsible zodiac sign. Yes, Mr. Capricorn. However, this is reflective energy, named after the Roman god of the underworld. So it rules over our shadow side. This is deep transformation, psychological changes, and our families are going to feel this energy also. Now, looking at Aries, Aries will be hit pretty hard because it's coming in on its birthday month. So it's going to be hitting pretty hard, especially with relationships with siblings. Leo, problems with parents can arise. You need to learn to nurture yourself and not expect for everyone to cater to your needs. What? I'm just kidding. And Saggies. My moon is in Saggies. Good Lord. More work and less play. A lot of financial obligations are going to be on the surface this month. All right? Or this transition. Now, with that being said, we're looking at the energy that Pluto brings, and the card that represents Scorpio in my deck is Death. And on Death, it's a Rishkagal. And a Rishkagal is just simply there to remind us that transformative energy is coming through. And it's coming in hardcore, okay? And it's dealing with the psychological things that we kind of want to push to the side, that we don't want to deal with, the things that we want to ignore, the shadow side of ourselves. And when we push those things to the side, it resurfaces and manifests in behaviors that are not the best for us, all right? So, with that being said, we are going to jump into our read. First off the bat, we are using the animal energy to explain to us what Pluto is bringing in. So, we have the fox. We need to open our eyes and see things for exactly what they are. And I love this little face on this fox. It's so cute. Anyways, very loyal energy. It's time to develop. It's almost like the trickster turned the teacher, all right? And no, I'm not calling you no trick, all right? So this is guiding us through obstacles. We have to be really quick thinking during this time, very adaptable, because they're known as shapeshifters, seeing through deception, being clever, camouflaging ourselves, like maybe not being so bright, sun sign, maybe sun signs, maybe just like hiding a little bit in the back, shape-shifting, having courage and being very cunning. The fox is very good at tricking, showing one thing and being another. So I feel like this is the kind of energy that we're going to have. It's almost like we have to be ahead of the game. There's a reason why we have to be ahead of the game, all right? Now, the spirits that are coming in with this, or the energy that's coming in with this, the spirit of initiation, and it's basically telling us that we are not alone, and it's time for us to choose our path. Spirit of initiation is the butterfly effect. It's transformation, it's beauty, and that's exactly what the Death card represents. It's transformation. Now, the ancestor of exile is telling us to trust our inner wisdom and don't just look at appearances, and that's what the fox is saying. I think we like beautiful things. We're very aesthetic. We're a very aesthetic sign, and it's easy for us to get caught up in appearances. So just because it looks good does not always mean that it is good. And it's asking us, have you forgotten our way? Who are you, and do you feel alone? This is making us look at our self-worth, self-understanding, and self-love. It's almost like we've detached ourselves from ourselves, which sounds really odd. However, it's restoration of family, reconnection, strength in the time of loss, and a new direction home. How are we going to be working with this energy is no other than storyteller. What we're going to feed our solar plexus with fire, and we're also going to work on the way that we use our words to describe our situations. I always use the same thing over and over and over. It's restoring. You are not a victim. You are a survivor. It is all in the way that you use and manifest those words. Now, the other way we're going to work with that, remember we're shape-shifting and we're camouflaging, we're not showing everybody our goodies, is medicine bag. We might have all that we need. We might have that ace in the hole, but we're not going to spread out. We're not going to spread ourselves thin, and we're not going to share that with everybody. Because remember, we have to remember that we have to keep everything protected. We have to be that sly, keen fox, all right? Now, we will be using the Babylonian tarot to help us kind of explore what's going on with this retrograde. Now, this happened on the 20th, and I think the 20th was Monday. No, I'm lying, guys. Don't ever trust me with a calendar. It was a Thursday. All right. Some have been feeling this energy for a while now. I have pre-shuffled the deck, and as I split the deck to shuffle it some more, I have Taurus energy with Aries energy, earth and fire. I feel like you guys have a lot of energy going on right now. This is spirituality. This is being kind of like sticking to your morals during this time, watching your behavior. Some of us might be dealing with an Aries who can be a little tyrannical, or we're behaving a little bit tyrannical. All right, let's bless our deck. Saints Detail, bless these cards for Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to show us the energy that Pluto has for us for the next few months. Like all the way to September, guys. It's a while. I think it's like 5 months. I think that's it. Yep, that is it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move these over. We'll be using 7 cards. Strength reversed, Ace of Cups, 8 of Arrows, 4th position, the Wheel, 3 of Disc, 5 of Disc, 6 of Arrows reversed. Alrighty, overall energy is the Queen of Arrows. That is Ishtar. Oh, and we know we want something else. We are bored and ready to go for some excitement. Okay, now in our first position, what is trying to come through with our intuition? Well, we kind of feel like we're being taken advantage of. Our strength is being taken. This is the time that we are really looking at ourselves. Remember, this is the subconscious. This is the planet that's on that very outside, stirring up those emotional waters. Think about that Scorpio-like energy, all right? So we almost feel like overpowered, overburdened. Things are getting the best of us. Now, what areas of our life should we reflect on? Well, the things that we're being blessed with. We have the freaking Ace of Cups. So maybe work isn't going the way we want it to go, but our love lives might be going the way we want it to go. And the universe is giving us this wonderful, beautiful Ace of Cups. Now, the hidden truth, the things that we need to be honest about, I'm going to say it's emotional baggage. And the reason why I'm saying that is these 2 8s are all about anxiety, and it's around this love issue. So I feel like almost there's this fear of, if I'm vulnerable and I give into this situation, because this is like brand new for some of us. It's like this Ace of Cup is right here, this brand new opportunity. Oh my gosh, but what if it turns out like everything else has turned out? What if it's just exactly the same? And like my friend always tells me, what if it's not? So this is where we're going to be looking at, what are we carrying around to our next relationship? Are we being the bag lady from Erykah Badu? Are we just packing up them bags and taking it on with us so that we are weighing the situation down? No, we need to learn to release, and we need to learn to communicate effectively. To me, arrows are thoughts, decisions, and communication. And I see it going crazy over there. There's like a whole bunch going on while we're trying to go up this hill. And that's honestly, that's our hidden truth. We need to learn to communicate more effectively. We might need to even learn to talk about our feelings, okay? But the dark side of the personality, which is the 4th card that's going to be highlighted, is time. Time is going to show us that things do not have to repeat. And actually, during this time, fire signs, it's almost like the wheel is moving in our favor, and it's kind of pushing things to fall into place. The thing here is that we have to learn to release the control and release the energy. Now, the fifth position, how can we deal with this? Well, we need to lay down a stronger foundation and we need to put in the work, okay? It doesn't just have to be easy. It's not going to just roll into our life, land in our lap, and it be perfect. The thing that we have to do is put in the work. And Saggies, this might be exactly for you because it said it's going to be a lot more work and a little less play. Now, this is also dealing with a lot of earth-like energies coming in. So, when we're looking at this Three of Pentacles, for me, this is learning balance. It's like, God, I got to do this, I got to do that, and I got to do this. How am I going to do all of this? How am I going to be creative? How am I going to change this? But the answer is, I've got to work on myself. I've got to work on what I'm looking at. If we go back to storyteller, we're weaving our story. The words that we use are building our life. Now, the transitions that we will expect, I'm going to say there's going to be some financial issues, and there's also going to be some pop-offs, because this is where Gilgamesh pops off at Ishtar and tells her, well, actually not him, but Enkidu does. And that is when Enkidu actually passes away on the Five of Cups. So this is like a clearing of energy. I kind of feel like financial issues are going to be going out the window because we're going to be putting in that extra work. We're going to be working extra hard. And also we're going to be working on communication. So I feel like that's what that Five of Pentacles represents. And our destination at the end is the Six of Arrows. Like we're not ready to heal. Almost like we're not ready to heal. However, the overall energy is telling you, you're ready for something else. You're going to walk away from one of those offers that's coming your way, and you're going to be able to make a decision with the Queen of Arrows. And that's cutting through all the bull, that's making your choice and being proud of what you have decided. Okay, fire signs. I want to clarify some things really quickly. I want to see the Six of Arrows, this destination. Because this is almost the inability or the desire to not want to move on. So what does this mean? The Ten of Arrows. So yes, this is all about communication. This is all about decisions. It's almost like things have to get really, really bad in order for them to get better. And we have to regain that strength. Allowing things, this retrograde is what it's highlighting. It's the way that we deal with, I'm going to say, communicating with people that we love. Because the time has come to put in the work. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's all that's coming to my mind. For some of us, during this time is a great time to start working on your resume. You need to start working on your resume, your interviewing skills, and applying for jobs because of these two tens. It's almost like it's telling you there's a new beginning. Don't worry about it. It's coming through. It's an offer that's also coming through, and you will no longer feel like you're stuck. The wheel is trying to get you to realize you are not stuck and you can move on. So this retrograde is making you kind of look at your work ethic and your communication. All right? Those are the things that it's highlighting for you during this time. Now, your Sacred Sites card. Remember I said we had to learn how to love because we're all afraid and we're all full of anxiety. Is Karnak. Karnak is all about protection. So we see all these attacks going on. We feel like everyone's against us almost. And in the lower world, this is the past. It says, perhaps in the past you didn't set boundaries and allowed friends and family to take you for a ride. Learn to say no. There is a lot of power in that word. Learning to put boundaries, letting people know that they can't go this far, they can't do this, they can't do that, all right? Now, in the middle world, it says basically, how many aspects do you have? Are you the parent, the child, the boss, the employee, the lover, the beloved, the friend, the enemy, the exploiter, the victim, the idler, the martyr? Which roles do you embrace? Which would you rather not play? Be honest with yourself. It is time to release some of your roles completely. Some people may not like the real you, but Mutt and the universe will support you as you stand in your authenticity. Oh, hold on. So I kind of feel like this is where that awkward phase is about to hit us. This will probably be in the mid area when we start realizing, you know what, this doesn't feel right to me anymore. I don't like this feeling. I want to release it. It's time to go. I'm putting in the work. I don't care what happens. I'm taking a chance. Okay, so the potential, it says, these are minor and major Sekhmats and the destroyer of enemies, and offers healing to those in her favor. Call upon her to shield you from the negative energies of others. All too often you get caught up in other people's drama and take on their problems. You can use the ceremony below to call on Sekhmet or to eliminate such conflicts from your life. Sekhmet warns you not to let angry or vengeful feelings take charge or allow old grudges and patterns of behavior to get in the way of change. And that's why we have to lay down the foundation. We've got to work with the Three of Pentacles, okay? Sekhmet will destroy your enemies for you, whether these are other people or your own inner demons. All right, so there we go, guys. It's all about allowing the universe to take control with the will. Yes, we got to put in the work. Yes, we have to like conquer those financial things and also the way that we communicate in order to get to the next level, in order for us to heal. All right, our sacred coin, our crystal is garnet, and it's all about protection also. And this is with the root chakra. And therefore, it's essential for sustaining our sexuality and fertility. It activates all the chakras and aids in raising the Kundalini energy and balancing the passionate nature. It brings abundance that is deeply connected to the earth, facilitating our ability to manifest prosperity. So that is what we need to do. We need to get grounded in order for our money to flow. And then we have these 2 tens, remember, so that work will be blessed. Alrighty? Now, garnet is protective stone and helps us support during crisis. It facilitates success in all things, particularly our ability to overcome the internal and external resistance to change. And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to change. So this works with energy of the blood and other fluids in the body. And it's also good for re-energizing. Now, drawing this card signifies you will find the necessary strength and creativity to realize that changes you need to make. Call upon your deep innate strength to clear the path ahead. So I kind of feel like we need to reharness our fire-like energy, and the way we're going to do that is by effectively making those decisions and communicating exactly what we want and how we want it, not only with others but with ourselves, and that way we gain our strength back. All right, so that is what I have for your Plutonian energy that's coming in this week, and will carry on all the way till September 28th. So, with that being said, if you're interested in a personal or private read, please feel free to hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at Ariana Luciano. I am still offering my 2 for $35 for the video reads, and phone reads are $45. So if you're interested, just hit me up, let me know, and I will get right back to you. Be blessed, fam.